Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Mrs Vee. If you want to see whether I stayed in budget July 23rd through the 29th, stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. How's everybody doing today? In today's video, I am going to be tracking what I spent my money on from July the 23rd to the July the 29th. And yeah, I'll go ahead and let you know if I stayed within budget. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First thing, these are gel nails, and look at them. They're already chipped. It hadn't even been 2 weeks, so I think I'm going to start just wearing my natural nails and quit wasting my money on this gel that does not even last. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that out the way. You won't be seeing any pretty nails in this video. So, Friday, June 23rd, I went to Aldi's and spent $12.53, so you know that'll come out of my grocery budget. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Miss V. My husband and I are currently consumer debt free, and I budget a portion of our spending money weekly because both of us get paid bi-weekly on different weeks, so we end up getting paid every week. And so that's what I budget in my videos. I do not do budget with means and all that stuff because I don't budget my actual paycheck. I just leave the money in the bank, you know, to pay the bills, but I budget out spending money because I'm interested in retiring at the age of 60. I'll turn 50 this year, so I got to get, I have a 10-year plan, and part of it is budgeting. And I started using this cash envelope system, and I love it. So let me just go ahead and tell you, so you'll know, in my cash envelopes, I have 4 of them. I give myself $100 a week for spending. I give myself $15 a week for household and personal items. I use 2 sides of my envelopes, so I don't have to have so many in my wallet. I love Dollar Tree, so I put myself on a $20 a week budget for Dollar Tree. And groceries, I give myself $50 a week and $15 a week for eating out. And the $50 a week is just me going to the grocery store. There's money still in our account because my husband is not budgeting at this moment. So I leave a portion of the money in the bank for him. But he did budget when we were getting out of debt. But now that we're out of debt, I just chose to start budgeting some of our spending money so we can stop, you know, just wasting our money. So now that you know what the budget is for grocery, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, on the Friday the 23rd, I went to Aldi's and spent $12.53. I usually round that up to $13. And then on the 24th, I placed the Amazon order for $35, and then I went to the snack machine at work. It was $2.50. Both of those came out of spending, the Amazon order and the snacks. And then after work, I was itching for a milkshake. I went to Arby's and got me a milkshake for $3. That came out of my eating out envelope. And finally, on Sunday, we had a no spend. Yay! And then Monday, I went to the Dollar Tree, spent $13. Tuesday, I went back to the Dollar Tree and spent $4.40. And then I was itching for another milkshake. But look, this time I waited to happy hour from 2 to 5. It was only $1. And it was a little snack milkshake. And then I went to CVS and spent $5.56. That came out of household. And then that same day, I had a dentist appointment. I had to get a crown and a filling. And I have a sinking fund for my medical expenses. And this $278.10 came out of that. And let me tell you a horror story. First time ever at the dentist, I had to get a crown. And I think a crown is a waste of money because they built me a temporary crown. And guess what? It fell out 3 times. It fell out the first time. I was walking to my car. Had to go back. So they put it back in. Got all the way home. And mind you, I live way on the other side of town from where the dentist office is. Eating some spaghetti on the right side. The crown is on the left. They had already told me don't chew on the left side. I knew that. Still chewing, and I felt something hard. I was like, oh my goodness, the crown fell out again. Went back to the dentist. Long process. I was in pain because the medicine had started wearing off at this point. So when they were trying to put the crown in, you know, that little cement or paste or whatever they put in, it was burning when they was trying to put the temporary crown in. That was horrible. Got home. Guess what? The crown is in there on my dresser. So I just said, forget it. I'm not going back to the dentist to get that temporary crown put back in. I hope the permanent crown is better, because if not, they're going to refund me my money and pull this teeth. That's what they're going to do. Yeah, so that's my horror story. And this is my first time ever having trouble at the dentist. But, you know, I still love my dentist and the hygienist. Everybody was nice. It was just a bad experience. It wasn't their fault, I don't guess. But anyway, I'm not holding them at fault. But anyway, so yeah, that was the dentist. $278.10. I was glad. I already knew about this expense, so I had time to save up for it. Yes. And so that was on the 27th. Then Wednesday the 28th, I had to return one of those items that I picked up from Amazon, and they refunded me $17. And then I went and got a haircut. It was $10. That came out of spending. Then I went back to Aldi's and spent $15.87. And the last day of this week that I was tracking is a no spin. Yay, I got 2 no spins in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So that was pretty good. So I made some notes to keep myself accountable and said the goal is to save as much of this money as I can without depriving myself. That's my goal for these cash envelopes. And so I always remind myself that if I keep track of spending, that helps to keep me accountable. Yeah. So let's go ahead and count these envelopes to see if we were within budget. So Dollar Tree, I went through and wrote down all the Dollar Trees. I had 2 visits to Dollar Tree, $13, and we'll just say $5. So I gave myself a $20 budget, so I should have $2 left. So 20 minus 18 is $2. So let's see if we have $2 in Dollar Tree. Yay, we have $2. So yeah. So we have $2 in Dollar Tree. And groceries, gave myself a $50 budget. Went to Aldi's twice, spent $13 and then $16. So $39. So if you 13 and 16 is 29. So 50. Subtract 29 from 50, and that's $21. So we should have $21. So I have them folded up because you know I have eating out in here and groceries. So let's find it's not that one, it's this one. So we should have 21. Well, we got 22 because you know the change kind of messes it up. So we'll take that extra dollar. So $22 in groceries. And then eating out was $15. We went to Arby's twice, got a milkshake for $3 and then one for $1. And that should leave us with $11. Yay! So yeah, keeping track of my spending, it actually helps me to not spend so much because I always want to have some left to stuff in my sinking fund. So household went to CVS and spent like $6, and then we went to Aldi. When we went to Aldi's this day, I picked up a thing of paper plates, which came out of household. So there was another an additional dollar. So that is $7 from 15, should have $8. So we got $8. And last but not least is spending. Gave myself an allowance of $100, and we spent $35 at Amazon. Then $2 and some for snacks. Then a haircut. So that total came to 35 to 37, 47. So we should have subtracted 35, subtracted $2.50 for snacks, and subtracted $10. When I add all that up, that is 35, 10, and 2, 7. That's $47. So if you subtract 47 from 100, that should give me $53. But remember, they gave me a $17 refund. So I left that on my Cash App. So I still should have a total of like $70. 53 in the envelopes and 17 on Cash App. So let's see if we have 53 in here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1. So we off by a couple of dollars, but that's okay. Because, you know, you got to account for the taxes and all. I mean, you know, the change. So that's pretty good. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, I'm getting ready to start saving some money on these nails. I think I'm just gonna wear my natural nails until my daughter gets married in September. Maybe not. My birthday is in August. I might get them done latter part of August. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna quit wasting my money on these nails. So yeah. So that's it. That's gonna conclude this video. How long is this video? About 10 minutes. So I did stay on budget. So far I have been, let me highlight all these. Let me know that I have tracked my spending on these days. And you can see the green. I was on vacation, so I did not stuff my cash envelopes. So yeah, let me know if you enjoy this type of videos. Give me a thumbs up and tap that notification bell twice so you'll be notified when I upload a video. That is if you are a member of my channel. So yeah, I enjoy tracking these my spending. It really helps to keep me accountable. I love watching these videos. So I said, why don't I start tracking my spending? But I'm going to get more professional with this. But this is what I had because, you know, my channel, I'm all about utilizing items you already had. I already had this calendar, so I went ahead and utilized it. But, you know, next year or later on this year, I'm going to have all the stickers and all that good stuff. But right now, this is what we have because, you know, I'm saving for retirement. Remember, because I messed up. If you hadn't seen my debt-free story, my debt story, I'll link it in the description box. Check out that story. It's very motivational and inspirational. I let you know where I messed up and how I end up paying off $15,000 worth of credit cards and increasing my credit score by 200 points. So yeah, so that's it. That's going to conclude this video. I got a question for you in this video. If you inherited $1 million right now, with your life being in the present state that it's in right now, name 3 things you would do with that $1 million. I'll go ahead. I'll go first. First thing I'm going to do is pay tithes. Well, after the IRS get their money. So if I inherit $1 million, what, I'll probably get like $700,000 probably. So I'll go ahead and put my $70,000, my 10% as a tithe. And next thing I would do is pay my house off. And then I would invest probably $200,000 or $300,000. Those are the top 3 things I would do. Pay my house off. No, pay my tithes, pay my house off, and then invest. So you tell me, what would you do with $1 million that you have invested? So this is Mrs Vee. I'm going to continue to show you love. And I'm always help you save on some of the things you need so you can get some of the things you want. Thank you and have a nice day.
On this party? Oh, Florida, come on. Stop worrying about spending. Are you chicken about becoming rich?
Chicken, just inexperienced.